Hi, a very good, happy morning to all of you, and Happy New Year in 2021 from EPCET. I, Dhananjay Kumar, Head Training and Placement of East Point College of Engineering and Technology, welcome you all to this live session, Live Life to the Fullest, which is the essential of this era, especially when we are talking about pandemic. We know how much of problems we have faced, and when it comes to youngsters, you face a lot of problems. So here is the topic, and here is the speaker. He'll be talking about how to live your life to the fullest. How do you enjoy the life? With this, I would like to introduce today's eminent speaker, Dr. Binoy Mathew, currently Associate Professor and Director, Centralized Placement Cell of Visvesvaraya Technological University, Belagavi, Karnataka. Dr. Binoy Mathew has 5 years of industry experience, 19 years of postgraduate teaching experience, and has got 19 years of research experience. Dr. Mathew was employee trainer to HAL Management Academy and Bosch India Limited. Out of his passion, Sir has delivered more than 100 guest lectures to reputed B schools and has been the resource person to a number of national and international seminars. He is the author of 6 books and several research articles published in both national and international journals. He is the recipient of many awards, to name few: Rajiv Gandhi Gold Medal Award for Excellence in Teaching and Contribution in Research, Best Teacher Award, Center of Education Excellence, New Delhi, Vidya Ratna Award, Best Scholar Award with Gold Medal in the year 2007. Dr. Binoy is currently serving on the editorial board of 5 international journals and is the member of steering committees of international conferences recognized by reputed organizations and societies. He is also the nodal officer to Higher Education Department, Government of Karnataka, psychological counselor of Visvesvaraya Technological University. He is the chairman, board of examiners, MBA board of VTU Belagavi, nodal teacher for gender and initiative by MHRD. What not? If I have to read the brief introduction of him, still it will be too much. So cutting down the introduction of such an eminent speaker, with this brief introduction, we welcome you to this webinar, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
On the screen, you can see another eminent and dynamic personality. Dear participants, yes, you are right. He is a great scholar, eminent speaker, passionate teacher, and a person with positive mindset. I need not to introduce our own principal, the captain of the ship of EPCET, Dr. Prakash S. Namaste, sir. Welcome to you. Namaste, sir. On this occasion, how can I forget to welcome someone who is the heart and soul of this induction program? Yes, our first year coordinator, Dr. G. Maruti. Sir is professor and head Department of Physics. He has contributed more than 20 years of in the field of academic and research at EPCET. We heartily welcome you to the session, sir. Dr. Maruti.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
With this sweet and I can see a lot of participants, they have started commenting. We encourage students to participate in this live session. As you are not allowed to speak, but you are allowed to write. Do write something professionally. Do ask question to your speaker, who is from your own university, Visvesvaraya Technological University. And we really feel blessed that Dr. Binoy Mathew, apart from having his busy schedule, he had given 1 hour of slot, 1.5 hour of slot to the student of EPCET. Just before I introduce, I welcome Dr. Binoy Mathew to start his speech. May I request our principal, Dr. S. Prakash, to speak few words.
Fine. Thank you once again, Dhananjay.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, dear students. I feel today morning session with Prabhudev was awesome. That's what the feedback I received from you all people who speaks about not just about technology, basically is a technocrat who is a lead architect at TCS, having seen the world at different stages across the globe. He has traveled extensively at different parts of different countries across the world, but still he practices yoga and spirituality today. And amazing to see him today. And he always tells about how technology and spirituality gets converged. It is always amazing to listen to him. Hope you enjoyed. And today we have another one great speaker. I think Dhananjay sir has already introduced. It's my privilege and honor and to host Binoy Mathew for us. Sir, we are blessed to have you, sir. Thank you so much for taking your time. We know that you are a very busy man. But one thing what I really appreciate with sir is that uh, today is going to speak not just about placements, because placement is a part and parcel of any engineering education. Down the line, somewhere, when you are in the third or fourth semester, we can anytime we can pull Matthew sir to come and address about placement. But today he's speaking something about human values, where it means how can I really run my life with full potential. So he's the right person. I have already seen him with the same presentation. He has done amazing stuff what he has created for this presentation. Sir, thank you once again. All the best. Keep enjoying, students. It's good to have again. Once again, thank you to Matthew sir. Over to you, Dhananjay. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. It is always a blessing to start the session with the speech of or few words from our own principal, because that adds always the value. And one more eminent person, passionate teacher, we can see who has a blackboard or green board behind him. So he's in a class. We can understand when the session is happening, virtual session is happening, still sir is enjoying. Over to you, Maruti sir.
Thank you, Dhananjay sir. Sir, we have a very right resource person today. It's a very good blend of human values, as our principals are mentioned, and the placement. In fact, placement is a very important thing for any professional student, and students will also be joining any professional courses with lot of expectations, especially about their placements. At the same time, for any individual, how to behave in a society, how ethically how to live in a society is utmost important than what he has achieved in his career. So very rightly have blended the human values and the placement. I think that we cannot have any right resource persons other than this Binoy Mathew sir. Sir, we are very happy to have you for our students. Without wasting your precious time, I am giving the virtually phone over to you. Please take over, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So as we have the permission of, or the High Court and Supreme Court both has told yes, go ahead. So we will go back to Binoy Mathew sir, and we welcome you with your presentation, sir. Over to you, sir.
Ellarku namaskara. A warm good morning to all of you virtual good morning.
Yes.
At the very outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks and regards to the respected Principal Prakash sir. My thanks and regards to the management. My respect to Maruti sir. My respect to Dhananjay Kumar. And my respect to all the students who have joined for this virtual meeting. Ellavarkum once again namaskara. Warm good morning to all of you. As a teacher, it is a difficult thing, of course. For me, it is a difficult thing to talk to the monitor, but change is always good. And as you know, change is the only thing which is not changing, or change is the only thing which is permanent. So we are as human beings, we are duty bound to adjust with the change and go ahead with the change. So it is always good. And uh, congratulations to all these first year students for selecting one of the prestigious institutions in Bangalore. And I can assure you that you are in the right hands, because I know your principal from a fairly long time. I know his capacity, and I know the good work he is doing in the institution, and the institution has progressed because of the hard work by the principal. So you are definitely in the right hands. And with respect to Dhananjay Kumar, among the VTU affiliated institutions, he is one of the important personalities in the capacity of placements. So one reason why I've chosen this particular topic, live life to the fullest, is actually Dhananjay asked me to talk about uh, placements, but I am sure you are in the hands of Dhananjay Kumar as a placement officer. So he will take care of the placement needs of all the students. So in the beginning itself, no, there is no need for me to talk about the placements. So that is the reason why I suggested to go for something related to the life and how to make use of the life to the fullest. So with this brief introduction, I would like to enter into the topic. I hope I am audible to everyone, right? I'm
Yes,
audible.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. So now, no. So far it was good. At least I was seeing three faces plus one mine. But now I'm going to share the PPTs, and once I share, I'll be seeing only my PPT. So that is, these are the areas in which the students who joined can work on maybe in the future, because you all are going to be technologists. So these are the areas in which see, we should work on. And as students, we always try to find out the problems faced by the society, and before trying to find out the problems faced by the society and finding out a solution, first thing what you should do is you should find out the problems you face, and you should try to find out a solution. But what is happening in this world, in the educational institutions, especially in the educational institutions, when the students join, what is happening is they try to find out the problems of others and try to find out solution for that, but they often fail to find out their own problems and find solution for that. So today, in another 45 minutes or so, we will try to find out the problems in life, and how to solve those problems, and how to make use of our life to the full extent. So once we are thorough about what are the how to make use of the life at the full extent, then I am sure that you will be employable, you will be successful in your life. So let me share the PPTs. I hope it is visible, right? My PPTs are visible.
Sir, we can see your PPT, sir. It is
Okay,
visible,
good.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. So today's topic is, as I mentioned earlier, today's topic is live life to the fullest. Before entering into that, first of all, let me quote Benjamin Bloom, what he said about the purpose of education. I think this is the area in which see, the student should have clarity, and not only the students, even the teachers also should have clarity on the purpose of education. Unless otherwise we are clear about the purpose, then we won't be able to reach our destination. So purpose of education, as per Benjamin Bloom, is the purpose is of education is to change the thoughts, feelings and actions of students. So you should be very careful about this. So this is what is going to happen in the institution in your next 4 years of time. And if you are careful about the purpose of this education, then you will be successful after 4 years. There is no doubt about it. The what is the purpose? It is to make change in the thoughts. You may have some thought processes. You may be thinking that, no, see, some of the students used to say that, no, I am in the I was not interested in joining for engineering, but because of peer pressure or because of the pressure from the parents, I landed up into this particular branch or this engineering education. Like that, students are there. Some of the students, they used to say that, see, I am from rural background, and since I am from rural background, my communication skill is not good, or I didn't get good fundamental education, I didn't get. So that is the reason why I'm lagging behind. But somehow I joined for this, and somehow I need to manage. So such kind of so many excuses, no, especially students used to mention. But you this is the time. The purpose of education is to change your thoughts. So today is the day, you should change your thoughts. You should have a purpose in your life. It is again, the purpose of education is to change the feelings. You may have so many feelings that, I'm not good, no, I'm not capable enough to do engineering, or I'm not, if at all I do also, I may not get a good job, and things like that. So many feelings, ill feelings, no, so maybe based on your past experience, you may be going through no, different types of feelings, sadness. So some of the students, some of the children are always gloomy. They don't smile at all, and they don't mingle with others. They are reluctant to speak with others. If they have feelings, they are not ready to express with others. Such kind of children we can find in the society. So this is the time. Today is the day for you to change your feelings. If you want to get educated, if you want to become successful in life through education, you should be able to change your feelings. You should, all negativisms you should take out, and you should have, it is time for you to feel positively and find out the purpose of your life. And it is the purpose of education is to change the actions of students. What are those actions of students? Now, so far, what was your lifestyle? You are up to 10th standard, you studied, then 11th and 12th you studied. What was your actions in your life, towards achieving the purpose of life? What was your actions? You should, it is time for you to think about the actions you followed till date, and if required, this is the time to change the actions, to achieve your objectives. So at the outset, please understand, you have joined for engineering, and at least now is the time to understand the purpose of education. So the purpose of education is to change the thoughts. If needed, you should change your thoughts. It is to change the feelings, and the purpose of education is to change the actions of you. I mentioned about the topic, live life to the fullest. This quote I've taken from internet, and from one website, and it says that to live life to the fullest means facing your fears with bravery, an open mind, and a lack of prejudice. See, each and every word is applicable in our life. So to live life to the, how to live our life to the fullest extent, how to make use of our life to the fullest capacity, that means facing your fears. Very often, we come across, fearful situations. Our feelings, it's all because of our feelings. We feel that, no, this may happen, that may happen. If that happens, what will be my fate? So many incidences in our life on a daily basis, uh, minute to minute, I can say, we come across, maybe it may not be actual, but we fear about so many things which may or may not happen. So if you want to make use of your life to the fullest, you should be able to face your fears. You should be able to overcome your fears. Usually, the fear of failure. I used to mention that the fear of failure is much harder than the actual failure. But most often, we human beings suffer from fear of failure. What if I fail? Actual failure does not happen, but even then also we fear about failure. So my advice to my students is, first of all, remove the fear of failure. As I mentioned earlier, the fear of failure, that is much painful than the actual failure. So it is time for you to understand that if you want to enjoy your life, if you want to make use of the potential you have to the fullest extent, first thing you should use, what you should do is facing your fears with bravery, with courage. So whatever happens, no things, whatever happens in our life, no, to a certain extent, some of the things which is happening in our life, no, we can, no, we can avoid. So things which we can avoid, better we should avoid. Some of the things, no, see, no, whatever we want there's something which is called as fate. No, we cannot do anything, and we cannot get away from that. So if we cannot get away from some of the things which is happening in our life, there is no meaning in fearing about such kind of incidents. So lesson number one is facing your fears with courage. You should have an open mind. You should have an open mind. Most of the times, no, we fail to have this kind of openness. We approach everything with doubt. When we deal with our friends, when we deal with our, when we attend the classes, we no our mind is not open. We always approach things in a doubted mind, no, in a closed mind. So always, approach things, approach your life in open mind and lack of prejudice. We all are prejudiced. If a teacher says something, you should do this, there also prejudice is there. If parents say that, no, so you should not do that, you should not do this, this is advisable for you, do this, then there also prejudice is there. We all have prejudiced mind. So do not take decisions with a prejudiced mind. It means making the most of what you have and never settling for less than the life you are capable of living. And the life we are capable of living, of course, it depends on certain circumstances. That also you should understand. If you want to your wish is to become, a very rich life, and if you don't have the financial resources, you can attempt for that, and you can try for that. And if at all you are not able to reach to that extent in a shorter period of time, still you should attempt for it. And if you are not able to reach to the fullest extent, getting disappointed and going away from your life is, again, that is fear of life. So life is ours, and our life is within our control. And you should have, if you will get the control of your life if you are able to approach your life without fear, with full courage. When fear comes, you should have the courage to face the failures, and you should have an open mind, and you should approach things with lack of prejudice. You should approach, and never settle for less than the life you are capable of living. It means being truly alive and awake to life, and not asleep in life's waiting room. So you always should have a positive mind and approach your life, so that you will be able to live your life to the fullest. Now here certain points are mentioned which talk about how to achieve this, live life to the fullest. How can you live life to the fullest. These are some of the no, important points in which no, see, which we should be careful in our life. And if we are mindful about these aspects, I'm sure we will be able to enjoy our life. First point is decide what is important for you now. See, now you have joined for for engineering, and you should decide what is important for you now. Hope it is clear to you. What is important for you now? Acquiring knowledge. If you are joined for mechanical engineering or computer engineering, in the domain, you should have the domain knowledge. And I'm sure you must have come from different background, and you may not have that foundation. That is what the college will teach you. And before that, before the college teaches you, the fundamentals about, if you are a computer engineer, or if you are, suppose if you are a mechanical engineer, the fundamentals about mechanical engineering, if you can get some idea about that, that will be the foundation, and that will help you to achieve better heights. So you should decide what is important for you, what kind of life you should lead at this point of time. That is that you should be clear about. And certainly I'm sure that your parents, friends, the community at large, the friends, society in general, all may have their own opinions. I know some of them must have told you that, see, now the say a particular branch is important, say computer science is important, and if you take computer science science engineering, then you will get better prospects. Or sad, you landed up in mechanical engineering, the opportunities are less, or civil engineering, the opportunities are less. Like that, many people may have different opinions. Your friends or relatives, all the society at large, they may say different opinions. But nowadays people used to say that, say, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and admissions are very weak. Why? Because the job opportunities are less. It is not that like that. It is not like that. All the whatever you study, whether it is engineering or the general sciences, or arts or commerce or management, whatever you study, if you live life to the fullest, then you will be successful. And for that, what you should do, don't listen to the negative voices what you hear. And see, if you listen to that, and if you are fearful about it, then you will not be able to enjoy your life. So first thing is, today is the day for you to decide what is important for you now, and in coming days, what is important to you. So accordingly you should live your life. Then you won't be able to deviate. If you are clear about what is important for you to achieve the purpose of life, if you are clear, then you won't deviate. And if you don't deviate, then you will be successful. It is needless for me to explain about what is important for you now. I am sure you are clear about, I hope you are clear about what is important for you now. So decide that first. Second thing is readiness to take risk. Most of the times people are not ready to take a risk. But understand, please, no, take it from me, if you are ready to take a risk, then there is a fair chance of success in life. And if you stay in your comfort zone, if you think that that is the easiest way, most of the people are in their comfort zone. They are not ready to come out of the comfort zone. If you are not ready to come out of your comfort zone, the education honeymoon time is over. Up to 12th, somehow you must have managed. or some of you may be serious. I'm not talking, I'm not generalizing it. And most of the students was in their school life and PUC, and now they are thinking, most of the cases when it comes to engineering education, especially students from other distant places, students not from Bangalore, who have come from different places to Bangalore for studying engineering. They may be thinking that the honeymoon period is starting, and this another 4 years is the time for me to enjoy. And some of them will enjoy their life, and some of them think that, oh no, not a problem. I am an average student, or maybe I'm bit I can manage. Most of the students, when I interacted with them, they say that I can manage, because not no, I will enjoy now, and towards when the exam comes, I will read. That is what you must have, most of you must have done. When they maybe a month before the examination, buying some guides and reading that question answers, reading and by hearting some of the answers, and writing the examination. So you may be confident that I'll be able to manage my exams. If that is the case, means then the life will be miserable. So another 4 years, which is there in front of you, if you are able to, I used to mention this, if you are able to live hard life, difficult life, I call it as iron life. If you lead another 4 years as iron life, then rest of your life will be golden life. But some students, what they do is, these 4 years time they enjoy, they make it as golden life. And if you enjoy and make it as golden life, then the rest of your life will be iron life, difficulties. Choice is yours, whether you want golden life for 4 years and rest of life iron life, or iron life for 4 years and rest of life golden life. Choice is yours. So you should be ready to take moderate risk in your life, so that you will be successful. Then the third aspect is express your love to the people you care about. Express your love to people you care about. See, this is another important aspect. Very often, this will happen in our life. We fail to express our love to the people whom especially to our parents, to our siblings, to our relatives, to our neighbors. We fail to express our love. So that is a danger aspect. So you should be able to express your love to the people you care about. Most often, we people say that, I love my parents, but I don't express that. But the fact is, unless otherwise you express your love to others, how will others understand that? How will others enjoy that? If others want to enjoy the love you share, that you should express. So express your love to the people you care about. In this juncture, I used to ask, when I get audience, I used to ask to the students, I used to share some examples. you know one example I used to share to the students, especially when they pass out and the things like that. So, pass out lectures and all, when I give, I used to share one example with them. And the example is like this: when I was driving through a busy road, and in a signal I stopped. And when I stopped the signal, on the left hand side, there was one fast food vendor, fast food. There I have seen, it was near to a college, and one boy and girl sitting sitting very close by, and they are eating, what is that, baby corn manchuria, no, gobi manchuria. They are eating gobi manchuria, and this gobi manchuria is in one plate. And the beautiful scene I've seen is this, with that toothpick is there, no, that stick, with that stick, this boy is giving this gobi manchuri to the girl. Very beautiful scene, very lovingly this boy is giving this gobi manchuri to the girl, and after some time, it was there for about 1 or 2 minutes. It was there, that signal was there, and even after this signal also I stopped and watched. So it was so interesting. It's a good thing. No, there is no problem. I mean, I'm not saying that is there is any problem. No, it's a good thing. And after some time, no, this girl is telling that, no, see, no actions I can see, it's enough. She is full and it's enough. But this boy is not allowing. No, still, no, this boy is feeding this girl. So this is a beautiful thing I have observed on the roadside. So my thinking is, it's a good thing. There is no doubt about it, and I'm not complaining. And my question to all my listeners, for the last so many years, you may be, I'm sure you may be, 18 or 19 years, maybe 19 years now. In this 19 years of time, for the last 9 years, 10 years you live, for the last 9 years, how many times you feeded your father or mother when they were sick? Think about it. How many times in the past, how many times you kissed your father or mother? So this is an important thing which you should think, to live your life to the fullest. So I used to ask this, when face to face, when I used to ask this, and I have seen many students, literally crying. So this is the day. If you want, you can cry. Absolutely no problem. You think how many times your father or mother were sick, and you never bothered to give them, you never bothered to cook, you never bothered to feed them. But you should express your love to the people you care about. Then that will lead you to live your life to the fullest. Next is, live in the present, not in past or future. We live in the past, and we live in the future, but we forget to live in the present. As you know, your past is important, of course. Our past is important. What for? To learn from. We need to learn from our past. There is no doubt about it. And our future is important to work towards. So our past gives us experiences, and our future also is important, as we need to work towards the future. But at the end of the day, only thing that exists outside of your head is the present. So you should live in the present. If you only think about the future, and if you are not acting today, if you're not doing today, then how can you be successful? So we should be able to learn from our past experiences. From that learning, we should act in the present to achieve the future goals. So for that, in order to achieve this, to live in the present, we should you should live in the you should practice mindfulness. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness involves learning to live in the moment by noticing what is around you. So that is what is called mindfulness. Learning to live in the present, uh, uh, live in the moment, in the right moment, in the present moment, by noticing what is around you, how you are feeling, why you are feeling that way, etc. So you should know how you are feeling, and if you whatever you do now, how you are feeling, and how you what is around you, you should know, and what is your feeling, and why you are feeling so. If you're not happy, if you're not suppose if you're not happy, you should think why you are feeling so, what is the reason for that, and change the situation. Only you can change your life. Not no, see, I am a counselor, I do counseling. I'm a psychological counselor, I'm a psychometric analyst. All these are there. Psychology, what psychology says, or psychological counseling, what it says, the underlying principle of counseling is a counselor cannot change, or the duty of a counselor is not to find out the problem with the counselee. It is not possible. And if at all the counselor knows the problem also, it is not the duty of the counselor to tell this is your problem. No, that won't solve the problem. So for that, what we do is we explore and we try the counselee to find out the problem what they are facing. If the counselee is able to find out what the problem they are facing, then it is easy for them to find out the solution. So that is what the counseling means. And so believe me, nobody can change you. It is only you can change yourself. Life is yours and it is under your control. Ignore the people who hate you. Ignore the people who hate you. So that is a difficult thing. It's very difficult in our life as human beings, but you have to practice it. You have to practice it with the prayer, meditation, yoga, with all these. So that is the reason why I'm very happy that to learn that in the morning session you had class on yoga. It's a good thing. So these are the ways in which you can change your life. So you should be able to ignore the people who are your enemies. But what is happening is, when you find enemies, or if your enemy, if a person who doesn't like you, if they talk something, no, immediately you will have that ill feeling and you will become angry, and you will hesitate to speak and the things like that. So that will block your mind, that will block yourself, that will block your life to progress. So that is why you should develop the capacity to ignore the people who hate you. Do not compromise values you follow. We all have, our society has certain value systems, and remember, always remember, we should not compromise our value system. Always, if you follow a value system, go behind it. And if you follow that value system, sometimes you may end up in losses in life. Doesn't matter, ultimate victory will be yours. So do not compromise the values that you follow. Be always kind to others. Again, another difficult thing, but is very much required. Be always kind to others. Don't think that these all are very difficult to achieve. It is, if you practice intentionally, if you practice, there is no doubt you will enjoy your life to the fullest. So be always kind to others. Whenever you get an opportunity, try to help others. Maybe your friends, slow learners may be there. For example, if you are able to, you understood one concept, and you know that your friend did not understand anything about that, there is no problem. It is always good to explain to them, help them in studies, help them doing good things, associate with others, associate with good people. So all these will help you in enjoying your life. So be always kind to others. Stop giving excuses. I used to tell to the students that all excuses are lies. There is no truth in it. We all are good in giving excuses in life. If we get less marks, we have excuses. If we fail, we have excuses. If in a particular subject, if the mark is less, we have excuses. We say that the teacher was not good, or the teacher has not given the uh, uh, notes, or so many things. We complain about the teacher, we complain about the institution, and things like that. See, if you have five teachers, you see, all the five teachers may not be good teachers. It is not possible. May not be. They may be good in in different areas, but all the teachers, you cannot expect that all the five teachers are, because see, when there are differences, you should look into your fingers. All five fingers are not equal or not same. So there can be differences, and you should take it positively, and you should you should consider it as an opportunity, so that you will be able to learn the subject. So from now onwards, whenever you attempt to say an excuse, better not to say the excuse, because no, all excuses are lies. There is no truth in it. So be always kind to others and keep open your mind. Keep open your mind. Everything you should approach in a broader way, in a positive way. Even though failures happens, losses happens to your life, you should approach it positively. Open your mind, and unless otherwise you fail, you won't be able to be successful. You have, in the history, you can see many failures, people with many failures, and ultimately, with their openness, with their determination, they have become successful in life. Like that, many examples are there in the history. So many examples. If you take Steve Jobs' case, if you take Bill Gates' case, if you take Albert Einstein, Albert Einstein could not speak fluently until the age of 9. He was pushed out of the school because of his rebellious nature. Albert Einstein, his teacher said to his mother that he is an idiot, we cannot teach, nobody can teach him, and he will not be successful, he will not come up in his life. So his mother took him home, and slowly his mother determined and taught him. So like that, Albert Einstein studied. He's been expelled from the school, and he was refused admission to Zurich Polytechnic School. So at least for Polytechnic, he had interest in such kind of activities. So at least they tried to get an admission in Polytechnic School, but he did not get an admission to Zurich Polytechnic School. His earlier but understand, his earlier setbacks did not stop him from winning the Nobel Prize in physics in 1921. After all, he believed that, he said, success is failure in progress. Albert Einstein is the person who said success is failure in progress. So if you want to be successful, then your failures will be the stepping stone for you to become successful. I repeat once again, success is failure in progress. If you have failed, and from that is the stepping stone for you to be successful. And here, what is happening in our society is, when 10th result announced, or PUC result announced, even degree level also, when result is announced, then next day in newspaper we can see that many students committed suicide because of because of it can be because of the failure. It can be some cases, in some incidences we have seen that the marks secured by the candidate, by the student, is less than expected. First class mark is there, but he or she expected first rank. I know, I have seen the parents. No, I have counseled the parents. No, he got second rank. He expected first rank, so he got second rank. He could not tolerate. Why? Because throughout his education life, he was first in the school. So he could not tolerate it's not to the failure. For him it is a failure. That is what, getting second rank is a failure. Such kind of incidences are happening. Please understand one thing: life is a gift by God. And I used to tell to the students that if you buy a glass, a crystal glass, if you buy paying 10 rupees, then whatever way you want, you can use that glass. You can drink water, you can drink coffee, you can drink tea, or even ultimately, if you doesn't want, you can throw it and break the glass. If you have bought, if you bought that glass with your hard-earned money, whatever way you want, you can use. But our life is gift from God. So we have the right, we have the duty to foster it, but we don't have the right to destroy it. We don't have the right to destroy it. So keep open your mind. uh, then the last one, take action for what matters to you. Take action for what matters to you. When you are in the campus, maybe you may, on the when you are on the way to the campus, on the roadside, you may find, some quarrel with, between somebody, quarrel between somebody. And if you want to, get into that, involve into that, and interfere into that, and sometimes, most of the times, it may not matters to you. So in such cases, it is not required for you to involve in that. And so many incidences you will come across even in the institution, inside the institution itself, and it may not matters for you. Some of them may have some issues with other, with their colleagues or something like, or teachers, or parents or something like that. If you are able to help, of course, if it matters to you, and if you are capable to do that, of course it is good. But if it doesn't matter to you, then you should not involve in that. You need to take action for what matters to you. So these are some of the guidelines for leading a happy life, and live life to the fullest. You can just, go through it. I hope it is clear to you. I hope I can take another 5-10 minutes. Yes, explain this, and maybe, we will wind up. Can take another 5-10 minutes, right?
So students are enjoying it. The kind of comments I could see,
Okay.
they all want you to continue for another 2 hours.
Oh
So
my.
not at
Oh
all
my.
a problem of 5-10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback. Yeah. So this is another important aspect, which you should be careful, and not only you. No, we all should be careful. The comfort zone. As I mentioned earlier, we all want to be in our comfort zone, and we human beings, we are not ready to uh, come out of the uh, comfort zone. So that is animal nature. I call it as animal nature. Because animals, they have to adjust with the environment. No, they have to adjust with the environment. But we human beings, we create our own environment. We can create our own environment. So we, unless otherwise we come out of our comfort zone, we won't be able to create an environment which is ideal for us in our life. So on the left hand side, you can see comfort zone, that is feel safe and in control. That is, enjoying, that is what the usual enjoyment in life. That is our comfort zone. We all have our own comfort zone. So some of the students, see, they will never speak in the class. They will never ask any questions to the teachers, and that is the comfort zone for the student. Some teachers, yeah, some teachers also is there. Some teachers are like, if a student ask a question, then the teacher will ask another 2-3 questions. What is this, what is that? And if, all of a sudden, if a teacher ask a counter question, then most of the times what is happening is, see, because of fear, the students won't be able to, if at all they know, or so they won't be able to give the answer. And the teacher also like that. Why? Because in the lifetime, the student will never ever ask any more questions. So that is, then the students won't come out of the comfort zone. So don't try to be in your comfort zone if you want to enjoy your life. So in the comfort zone, you feel safe and in control. But what is the problem? The outer layer of comfort zone is fear zone. Okay, if you manage, if you are able to develop your comfort zone with ideal facilities, ideal environment, there is no problem. But as soon as you step out of the comfort zone, that is the fear zone. That is, in the fear zone, if you are in the fear zone, that is gray. The uh, if you come out of the comfort zone, and if you are into fear zone, that is what is happening in our day-to-day life. We come across fear zone. In fear zone, the problem is lack of self confidence. We will lack self confidence in our life. So in the you should not, you should try to, as and when we enter into the fear zone, immediately we should try to get out of the fear zone. So in the fear zone, we lack our confidence. And I already mentioned about the excuses. In the fear zone, we try to find excuses. I hope you are remembering, all excuses are lies. So then be affected by others opinion. And when we are in this fear zone, we try to take opinions from others. And most often we will be in dilemma what to do. And most often what will happen is will be affected by, we our decisions will get affected by the opinion of others. Then you see, if you come out of the fear zone, the next zone is the learning zone. So what is required when you encounter a problem in your life? You should immediately uh, switch on to the learning zone. You should come out of the fear zone. The fear of failure, all this I explained in the beginning. If you fear about your life, what will happen, such kind of dilemma, if you come across, then it will be pathetic. You won't be able to enjoy your life. So as and when a dilemma happens, you come across a problem, you should come out of the fear zone and enter into the learning zone. In the learning zone, you'll be able to deal with challenges and problems. Should be able to deal with the challenges and the problems. Acquire new skills, extend your comfort zone. See, these are the things what you should do in 4 years of your life. Deal with you will come across so many problems. You will have to do internship, you will have to do project work, you will have internal examination. No, attendance is 85 percentage attendance is required. All these are problems, minor problems. All these are problems. There is no doubt about it. And reaching the, some of the colleges, not some of the colleges, majority of the colleges, they insist on, of course, maybe after this COVID situation, they insist on full attendance in time. You should attend the classes, and so many issues. You come across so many issues. So what you should do to live your life to the full extent is deal with the challenges and problems. Then this is the time for you to acquire new skills. And there comes the employability skills. What kind, suppose if you should have some destination. I used to say that you should know your direction to reach your destination. We always say that you should have a dream. Of course, there is no doubt about it, and I'm not contradicting that. No, you should have, whether you should have a dream or not, it is good to have a dream. What you want to become in your life, what you want to become. When somebody asks, what you want to become, you should be clear about it. There is no doubt about it. But what is happening is, in today's world, people are having only dreams. With dreams, what you're going to do? If you have only dreams, what you're going to do? Unless otherwise you work towards, unless otherwise you work towards the dream, then you won't be able to achieve your dreams. So that is the reason why I used to say that the direction is more important than the destination. What is the destination here? Destination uh, is your dream. That is your destination. You want to become, I want to become a computer engineer, I should get a job in Microsoft, I should get a job in Infosys, I want to become a good scientist, I want to become a good engineer. Whatever be your dream, that is the destination. If you want to reach your destination, what is important? See, nowadays, I used to give the example of the Google Map. If you want to reach to a particular place, what we do, we search it in the Google Map, and Google Map may say may show you different directions. These are the different routes in which you can reach this destination. Then again, this map will show you a different destinations, and different directions. One direction may be maybe say 5 kilometer, another direction may be 7 kilometer, yet another direction may be 10 kilometer. But sometimes Google Map shows you the longest direction, longest route to they may ask you to map may ask you to take the longest route. Why? Because in that longest route the traffic is less, so that you will be able to reach your destination easily. So here, three directions are there. One is 5 kilometer, another one is 7 kilometer, and at third one 10 kilometers. But you might take the 10 kilometer route. Why? Because you will be able to reach the destination easily, at ease. So here the destination is the same. For that destination, reaching that destination, three different directions are there. So which direction you take, that will uh, tell you whether you will be able to reach easily or not, or with less time you may be able to reach your destination. So here, what is important, whether destination or direction, whether you will be able to reach to the destination, whether you will be able to achieve your dreams or not, depends on which direction you take. So that is why direction is more important than destination. So uh, be clear about the direction you take. So during the 4 years of time, the direction in which you travel for your education, for acquiring knowledge, that will decide your destiny, that will decide your future after 4 years, whether you are employable or not, whether you will get a good job or not, whether you get a good job or not, whatever it is, whatever it is, whether you will be able to be successful in life, that depends on how you select the direction in your life. So come out of the fear zone. Now every day should be a learning zone. You should travel in the learning zone. That is why people used to say that, people always used to say that till death learning is happening. If only fear is happening, the people who are in the fear zone, they will be always disappointed. They will not come up in life. Such kind of people, ultimately they commit suicide. So that is why all these problems are happening, all these illegal things are happening, all these problems in the society is happening because many of the people are in their fear zone. So please come out. We all come across, in our day-to-day life, we come across various situations in which we land up in fear zone. How fast we are able to get out of this fear zone to learning zone, that decides our destiny. That is why I used to say that, what is the definition of success? If you Google search the definition of success, you will find n number of definitions about success. But I prefer to say that there is no one single formula for success. There is not one single definition for success, but there are best practices to become successful. And I would like to define like this: if you, as and when you fail, how fast you are able to bounce back from the failure, that is success. When you fail, when you are depressed,
quickly, if you are able to come out of that failure, or quickly you are able to come out of that fear zone to learning zone, then you will be successful. That is what is called success. So that is why I mentioned you should live in the present. Gives you experience. Past gives you experience, and present, you should live in the present. That will help you to reach to the future destinations. So in the learning zone, you should be able to deal with the challenges and problems, acquire new skills, extend your comfort zone. So uh, you should be able to extend your comfort zone. So this is what is called learning zone. If you have this, if you come across, if you go through this learning zone, then you will land up in, you will land up in growth zone. In the growth zone of life, that you can see what and all is there, you will be able to find purpose in life. If you are in the growth zone, then you will be able to find purpose in life. You will have life dreams. Now the dreams you have is only momentary, and it is not life. If you want to make your dreams life, then action should be there, learning should be there, positive actions should be there. Then again, as and when you achieve your goals, again you will set new goals in your life, and finally you will be able to conquer your objectives. So that is what is called growth zone. Unless otherwise you come out of the comfort zone, you will not be able to. And believe me, as and when in our life, when as and when we come out of the comfort zone, there will be a layer of fear zone. A second thought will come. What if I fail? What if I don't get a job? Now you may be thinking, after 4 years, what if I don't get a job? Some of the students, after joining for a particular course, then they will request another 1 month. Is a hectic thing for the for the colleges and the universities, changing the branch. No, I don't want this branch, because of this fear zone. Fear zone. If I don't get a job, if I'm not good in this, I'm not good in maths, I'm not good in electronics, etc., etc. So if you are in that fear zone, you won't be able to come out of the comfort zone. You won't be able to achieve the growth zone. So come out of the comfort zone, deal with your challenges and problems, acquire new skills, extend your comfort zone, so that you will be able to achieve, reach to the growth zone. So with this, I will wind up. You should be able to convert hard time into opportunities. Now we all are going through different difficulties. So what is required is we should be able to convert our hard times into opportunities. Hard times come up from our mind. Believe me, difficulties, problems, negativism, everything comes from our mind. So change in our thinking, the way we see and interpret life, rise above the challenges, and you should ask a question to yourself: is this the worst thing that can happen to your life? As and when you face any problem, you should ask this question to you: is this the worst thing that can happen to you? And the moment you change the track of your thinking to this is not the worst thing that can happen, the situation become manageable. You'll be able to manage the situation, and be able to enjoy your life. So what is required is, so mind is creating problems, so think differently. Hard times become, if you are able to think differently, then you will become brave, strong, and more creative. Throw away the feeling of I am worthless. Instead of being your own enemy, be your friend. So how can you be strong and creative if you keep complaining about your life? Think about it. Enjoy all periods. We always count our losses, but we don't start counting our blessings. So this is another important problem what we are facing. We always count our losses. We always count our problems and losses, but we never bother to count our blessings. Each day, if possible, you practice this. Before sleeping, at night before sleeping, try to, if you are able to, write, at least 5 things, or at least 3 things, 3 blessings you enjoyed in the day. If you are able to write, at least if you are not able to, if you don't doesn't want to write, if you write, it is good. At least if you are able to recall the blessings, no, you enjoyed in the day, then you will be able to achieve your, happiness. We get to know our strength as well as our weaknesses in hard times. We don't want hard times, we don't want difficulties usually, but the fact is we come to know our strength and weaknesses when hard times arises in our life. So knowing our weaknesses itself is our strength. So life has already given solutions to all our problems. Understand that it is our desires and ego that is projecting difficulties. So I used to quote Shivkera in his famous book You Can Win. There is a quote. Mentioned that winners don't do different things; they do things differently. My dear students, this is what is important for us. Winners don't do different things; they do things differently. This is what is expecting from you to become successful. Try to do things differently and come out of the comfort zone and enjoy your life. With these few words, I wish you all best of luck. Happy New Year 2021. Happy New Decade 2021 2030 to all of you. May God bless you. To the Creator. All the very best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. How should I thank you on behalf of this college, and how can I express or share the things, what comments we are getting on YouTube or Facebook, sir? Few of the comments you can see here. Trupti is writing, "Thank you, sir. Wish you the same." A lot of similar comments are there. Pradyum, where is he is writing or she's writing, "Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time." Lot of messages are there. I could see 250 plus messages which are there thanking you. So on all of them, on behalf of all the students fraternity, I invite Maruti sir to thank our guest of the day, Binoy Mathew sir.
Before that, my thanks and regards to the college as well as the principal, Vijay Kumar, um, the coordinator, and all my dear students. Uh, my prayers will be there. All the very best. You are entering into a new school of education, new venture. May you successful in your life. May God bless you, bless all of you. All the very best once again to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Actually, when we were watching your session, our students were keep on chatting and they were expressing their opinions. So that itself reflected that it was more than a session, like any induction program. It was like a spiritual session, definitely. Uh, Thank you very much, sir, on behalf of our college, on my personal behalf, and my students. With your session, definitely my students will definitely come out from that comfort zone, because any student who join for a professional course will have an ambition of growing in his career as well as his status in the society. So, as you rightly said, for the student to come out from to have a growth graph, definitely has to come out from that comfort zone and he has to cross that fear zone and learning zone. So your session has definitely ignited the spiritual, okay, thing in the minds of our students, not only our students, even among the faculty. Definitely, we are looking for one more this kind of session exclusively for our faculty. If you are free, I think our Dhananjay sir can arrange one session for our faculty also. Uh,
Sure.
Thank you very much once again. Thank you, sir. Thank you on behalf of our college, sir. Over to you, Dhananjay sir.
What can I say, sir? One small incident I'll tell, sir. Anyways, we know how closely sir is related to East Point College of Engineering and Technology. It is not only because of me; it is because of all the faculty members and the kind of people we are, the management or the team, complete EPCET team. It is only because of that sir loves coming to us, and sir loves interacting with the students. Sir, today's morning, one incident I'll tell. I called sir Binoy sir, and it is lesson two or the message to our young budding engineers who are going to be an engineer in future. Another 4 5 years, you'll be engineer. So this is a message going to you. How strong personality this gentleman is. You can see his voice. There was a modulation. You can see a smile, gentle smile, and the presentation was flawless. When I called in the morning to ask Binoy sir, sir, 11:15 is the session. Will you be able to join at 11? He told yes. I could hear some voice from the background. So I asked him, sir, did you go to office or you are at home? Sir told I am at home. I told sir, you'll be able to join? He told yes. I got to know he has lost one a very close relative, which is his own uncle. He has passed away today morning. I again asked, reconfirm, sir, if you will be able to speak to our students, or sir, should we have this session some other day? This is the kind of this gentleman. He told, no, I have committed. I'm in Bangalore. I will spend 1.5 hours, which was committed to your students. And anyway, may soul rest in peace, sir. Everybody is wishing the same. Uh, yeah, thank you so much, sir, for spending this valuable 90 minutes of time with our students. We can see this commitment. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sorry for the demise of your uncle. And once again, see that our students are keep on pouring the compliments on you. Thank you very much once again, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I leave?
Yeah, dear students, yes. Yeah, please, you can leave, sir. Dear students, please stay back for 1 minute. Sir, you can leave, sir. Yeah, students, now you'll have classes as usual for the day. 1 minute. It is 12:34. What you can do is now 12:34. Maybe if your teachers are engaged in the class, you can attend the class. And in the afternoon session, we'll have class from 2 to 3. So tomorrow's program I will send. Mostly you will have sessions in the afternoon, because when Professor Sylvia, she is in the Italy, she'll be giving the presentation from Italy. Therefore, our convenient time is from 2 to 3 in the afternoon. And also we have one more resource person, from ISKCON, like Mathew sir. Definitely it will be a useful one. Make use of this, resources, because whenever you want, definitely will not get. Listen to them. See, most of the students are expressing their opinions on this Mathew sir session. How useful it is, not only as an engineering graduate, for a human being, right? So whenever we want personally, definitely it is not possible to get such a resource person. Listen to them. Let us try to adopt the same in our life. So definitely we can make our life easy and beautiful, and we can make it happy. So tomorrow also we'll have sessions. So, but morning we conduct some 3 classes up to 11:15, and then we'll have sessions tomorrow in the afternoon. So that details I will send in the a teachers group. In turn, your class teachers will send the invitations and the schedule to the students. Thank you. We can leave the session. Dhananjay sir, thank you for getting such a wonderful resource person to our students.
Sir,
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for asking. Thank you so much. One final word for the students, sir. As students, sir is telling, Maruti sir is telling, do enjoy, do utilize the sessions which are there at the age of 19 or 20, whatever is your age, between 18 to 20. How will you get the experience? You cannot have the experience of a person who is having 25 years of experience, or whose age is 25, 30 years. So this is the way you can have the expertise. When you listen to somebody who has got experience of 30 years, you will definitely grow 3-4 years. older in terms of experience, expertise. So having listened to 10 such people, don't you think you'll be as expert as a 50-year-old person? Being so young, that is what is required. So once again, we request all the students to utilize these sessions, which comes at its own cost. It is very rare, which is happening at EPCET. Enjoy to the fullest. Have happy day, happy afternoon, and happy new year to all of you. Signing off, Dhananjay Kumar from EPCET. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.